In place of the homily, we continue our reading of the encyclical letter of Pope Francis, He loved us, Dilexit nos, on the human and divine love of the heart of Jesus. A God who thirsts for love. Paragraph 94. The Jewish festival of booths, Sukkot, which records the 40-year sojourn of Israel in the desert, gradually adopted the symbolism of water as a central element. It included a rite of offering water each morning, which became most solemn on the final day of the festival, when a great procession took place towards the temple. The altar was circled 7 times, and water was offered to God amid loud cries of joy. The dawn of the Messianic era was described as a fountain springing up for the people. As we read in Zechariah, I will pour out a spirit of compassion and supplication on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and they shall look on him whom they have pierced. On that day a fountain shall be opened for the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, to cleanse them from sin and impurity. One who is pierced, a flowing fountain, the outpouring of a spirit of compassion and supplication. The first Christians inevitably considered these promises fulfilled in the pierced side of Jesus, the wellspring of new life. In the Gospel of John, we contemplate that fulfillment. From Jesus' wounded side, the water of the Spirit poured forth. One of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and at once blood and water flowed out. The evangelist then records the prophecy that had spoken of a fountain opened in Jerusalem and the pierced one. The open fountain is the wounded side of Christ. Earlier, John's Gospel had spoken of this event when, on the last day of the festival, Jesus cried out to the people celebrating the great procession, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink. Out of his heart shall flow rivers of living water." For this to be accomplished, however, it was necessary for Jesus' hour to come, for he was not yet glorified. That fulfillment was to come on the cross, in the blood and water that flowed from the Lord's side. Here ends our reading.